welcome. If you're new here, today I'm going to be bringing you guys along with me for my Sabbath day. In my faith, Christian faith, we believe that God created the heavens and the earth. God created everything within 6 days, and on the seventh day he rested. And so he also had that as a law for the Israelites in the Old Testament to keep the Sabbath day, keep it holy. Holy means to be set apart, keep it set apart from all the other days, don't do work on this day. And it's also one of the 10 Commandments, and so I'll talk a little bit later about why I want to start intentionally doing the Sabbath, and I also want to create a list of things to choose from my Sabbath days, and just fun things that I can do. And I'll kind of go into a little bit more of detail about that, but today is going to be my designated Sabbath day of the week. Today's Saturday, and so I am just going to do a bunch of things that I think are fun and also just rest. My two things that I'm sticking to today is obviously not working, and that includes just any kind of text messages or calls or emails or anything I could get from my clients, editing on the computer, just all that kind of stuff. And also I'm not getting on social media, so I feel like I am going to have so much more time in the day because of that. A lot of my work is on social media, and so it does give me a lot of freedom, but even more than that, just mindless scrolling. So today I'm really excited because I'm planning on going to this used book sale. It actually starts at 10 and right now it is 9:58, so we're about to leave and go there. I've been there before and I vlogged it, and it was fine last time. I think I found maybe 2 books, but they're really cheap. It's $1 to $2. And last time I went, I think the sale is 10 to 3, but last time I went later in the day, so there weren't very many books left, and out of the ones, they were just kind of picked over. There were a lot of books left, but not any ones that were enticing to me. So with that being said, this time I'm going earlier, trying to get there. We'll probably get there around 10:30, and just really the only thing I want to get from there, because a lot of the books they have are just older, so I would love to get some just coffee table books, because I want another one for our floating shelves and a couple just for the kitchen, 2 or 3 for this cabinet I have, and then a couple other ones for a shelf that I have. And so I thought it could be just fun to get cookbooks or gardening books, just cute ones that have a cute cover. So that's the plan for this morning. And after that, we are going to go to a coffee shop to get coffee. This is Drew's favorite coffee shop, I think, and I like it too. It's really good. It's called 7 Brew. And then probably go to Barnes & Noble and just walk around. That's one of our favorite things to do. At least Drew likes it, but I love going to Barnes & Noble and just walking around looking at the books, and the Harry Potter section is my favorite. So that's the plan for this morning, and then in the afternoon probably go on a walk and then sit down with you guys and just make a list of fun things to do on the Sabbath in the future. So that's the plan for this morning, and I'm excited to bring you guys along. From 7 Brew, and it's caramel and vanilla. I got my half sweet, so we'll see if it tastes good. It's really good, but it doesn't taste half sweet. I would rate it a 7.5 out of 10. these like vintage cover books that I would get in here. And I always ask Drew and whoever else is with me. I would choose this one, this one, and that one. It's 12:36, we just got home, and the book sale was crazy. There's so many people there, and it was a very like hectic, and people were like in your way, and everyone's waiting to get to like the same spots, so it's kind of annoying. But they had a lot of books for sure, and I'm glad we went early. And like I said, I was looking for just like coffee table books, and I found two, and I'm really excited about them. So I'm gonna show y'all what I got. This one, I really was just looking at like the spine because that's what will be seen the most. And this one is called Grandma's Favorites. That's the spine, this is the front. It was $4, and it's just, it says 475 classics from Grandma's recipe box. So I might look through here and see if anything looks good, but really and truly it was just for the cover, or the spine, which I feel like is really pretty. And then the other one that I got is called The Complete Flower Arranger by Pamela Westland. This was only $2, and I just thought that the spine was really pretty again. It's like a very pale pinkish white, and the little flowers are cute. I'll have to think about where they'll look best because obviously I need or want more than just these two. But I put them around the house today and see what I think looks good. And then we ended up going to 7 Brew, like I said, which was really, really delicious. Then we went to Barnes & Noble, walked around. We didn't get anything from there. We really just looked, and it was fun. And then we went over to Five Below because I've only been to Five Below once in college, but I had seen that they had some Harry Potter stuff on TikTok, so we went over there. But the stuff that they had was really just like junky, and so we left and then got gas and came home. So now we're here, and I think I'm gonna cook or just like fix some lunch and then just hang out. And yeah, the only other things that I'm planning on doing today are, I already have a chicken casserole made that I made a couple days ago, so I can just put that in the oven for dinner tonight. Drew wants to watch a football game. The Tennessee game is on at 5, and I'll probably go on a walk, and depending on the weather, because it's supposed to storm, but probably go on a walk and then also do my quiet time. So we have these pictures from our apartment that we had up behind our couch from our wedding. There's one. Glare is really bad. Here's one, and then here's the other one, and there's one more, but I just decided to hang up the other 3. I feel like they would look the best, but here's the other one. I don't know what I'll do with that, but we're gonna try to hang them up behind our bed. I've been wanting to hang them up forever, and I've just been putting them off, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Is what they look like. I think they look a little high right now, but I'm hoping it'll be better like once we have our bed made and everything. And I mean, the ceilings are pretty high, so I also would like to eventually get some lamps that like come up and kind of hang down, so I feel like that would help too. But yeah, that is the result. And now I want to hang this other tapestry, well, not other tapestry, this tapestry that I have that we also had in our apartment in the guest room. So I'm gonna try to do that. I have to go get some more nails. Here is the result. I absolutely love this. Got it from Urban Outfitters a few years ago. And the bed is still a work in progress. Also, literally all of our laundry is right there, but because today is the Sabbath, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. So it's just in a big pile right now. Yeah, what I'm gonna do now is, it is, let me look, 5:30, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and do my quiet time, just like spend some time alone with God, and then go on a walk and then cook, or either I'll cook first and then go on a walk. just got back from walking and eating dinner. I had a chicken casserole already made, just needed to be baked, so we did that. I walked for probably like 1.7 miles, but I felt like I was getting eaten up by bugs, and so I just came inside, but it felt really nice outside. So yeah, there's a really big rainstorm earlier, but now it feels really nice, so that was good to cool it off. And then yeah, like I said, came inside, just ate, and now Drew's watching the Tennessee game, and I came up here to get my Kindle. I just started Beach Read by Emily Henry the other day, or yesterday, and so I read her book, Happy Place, gave it 4.25 stars, absolutely loved it. Then I read People We Meet on Vacation, gave it 3 stars. Read Book Lovers, gave it 2 stars. So I don't really know what to expect from this one. So far it's all right. I'm not a big fan of enemies to lovers trope, and that's what it seems like it is, so we'll see. The reason that I wanted to start actually observing the Sabbath is because I just had been feeling a lot of conviction about it lately from the Holy Spirit, just that we still uphold the 10 Commandments as like I need to follow that in my Christian faith, even though Jesus fulfilled the law, because there's different types of law in the Old Testament. The 10 Commandments is one of the sections of the law that like still stands now that Jesus did die on the cross for us, but I still like believe that I need to follow the 10 Commandments. And so I just started thinking, and I'm like, why do I feel like I need to follow 9 but not 10? You know, like what's different about the Sabbath one from honor your father and mother or don't take the Lord's name in vain? I did want to read some scripture about the Sabbath. When God created the universe, the 7th day, like when he was finished, he rested. And so then when he was giving Moses the 10 Commandments, which is in Exodus 20, in verse 8, it says, "Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all of your work, but the 7th day is a Sabbath of the Lord your God. In it you shall not do any work, you or your son or your daughter, your male or your female servant or your cattle, or your sojourner who stays with you. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, the sea and all that is in them, and rested on the 7th day. Therefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and made it holy." So I really just started feeling like I need to do this, and I started listening to some podcasts about it and just like asking different friends who I know observe the Sabbath intentionally, what they do and like how they do it and what they like restrict themselves from doing. And I just started doing it, or I just did it like one time, probably a few weeks ago now, and I really need to be like intentional about just going on the calendar and marking days like this is my Sabbath day. And it doesn't always have to be a Saturday or a Sunday. It can just be any day of the week depending on your schedule, but just really trying to rest because God made the Sabbath for me. He didn't make it for him. The Sabbath is for me to rest and to just be able to, you know, spend time doing things that I love, not having to work, spending time with him. And I listened to this podcast about the Sabbath that my friend Jess sent me. I'll have to find it and link it below, but I can't remember exactly what he called the term. Not like habit stacking, but it was similar to that. It was like basically saving all of your best things for the Sabbath day. So if you're planning out your meals for the week, you know, save the best one for the Sabbath. If you are like really excited to see a friend and you're trying to decide when to see them, you know, plan that for your Sabbath because it's not work, it's enjoyment. And so he talks about like if you're like planning out your outfits for the week, which I don't plan out my outfits for the week, but if you were doing that, like wear your favorite thing on the Sabbath day, and it's basically just like stacking good things to make it truly the best day of the week. And so I really just want to create a little like template that I can set as my background on my phone every Sabbath that I observe. So that's what I'm going to do now, and then I will talk about it. I'm going to make it on Canva. Really the plan for the rest of the night is to do that and read, maybe watch Survivor, maybe eat a little treat, a little ice cream bar, and I will show you guys what I come up with for my Sabbath list. It is now 10:06. I'm about 30% into my book and I'm not loving it so far. I don't know. But anyway, that's just a little update on my book reading. But I made this background. Here is what it looks like on my phone. So I was realizing like I probably need to move it to where it's like under the time, but I'll put it here so you can see as I'm reading it. But I just kind of came up with some ideas that I thought would be fun to choose from. So go on a walk, go to a bookstore, go to a coffee shop, make coffee at home, read Bible, spend time in prayer, go for a drive and listen to worship music, read a book, spend time with husband, create a new playlist, bake something fun, write a letter to a friend, and do a puzzle. So those are just some ideas that I had. I am just going to get ready for bed and then go ahead and get in bed, maybe read a little bit more. I will say that I did get kind of bored tonight. Like I was just reading this book and it would be different if I liked the book, but like I said, I didn't love it, and so I did get kind of bored tonight and I was tempted to go on social media. But that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for spending the Sabbath with me, and let me know if you guys have any particular specific ways that you observe the Sabbath and things that you do or don't do. I would love for you to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, like this video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!